Okay, the last chart that we need to create is for step 9. And what we're going to do is we're going to graph our data of distance versus cam. Now between the two of these, which is our dependent variable, which is distance, because our distance depends on our cam doesn't necessarily depend on the distance. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight distance, and come in here again, add a chart. We'll go ahead and pick line again. Now we need our x values this time to be the cam. We're going to graph those against each other, and you should end up with a straight line where your cam values are across your x-axis, your y-axis are your distances. So when you go into customize, make sure you create the proper chart title and axes with cam size in inches and distance to the top of the follower in inches. Let's go ahead and put a point on there. 2 might be a little small, so let's go to 5. Now what's really important here in order to be able to answer the questions is you need to be able to, let's see, I don't think we need our data labels. We're going to add our trend line. Make sure you show r squared and add your legend, add all the additional information. I want to go over the formula here. Oops, we didn't get the equation, so let me go back and label, use equation. So here's our equation. So 1x plus 4.72 is the slope of our line in slope-intercept form. R squared equals 1, and we've talked about how these two things relate to each other and our correlation coefficient. So now that you have this formula, your slope-intercept form, and you have your r squared, you should be able to calculate r. And then in your description for step number 9, talk about how you're able to interpret the slope, talk about how that r value for finding that function tells you like how closely related these two things are. So you should be able to answer that right here below the graph. So go ahead and separate your graphs so I can see all three. So go ahead and put them on the page. Move this one over a little bit so I can get to them. So there you go. Again, you need to add your chart titles. I didn't do it right now because that's something you can do without my help, and be able to answer the questions right here in the Google Sheet. So hopefully this video was helpful. Make sure you get everything done and turned in. Thanks. Bye.